Birdman for Birdman on the Mountain, and here we are. It's time for another community shout, hanging out here in the birdcage. It's a chilly winter day. We're headed into definite good weather for the mountain. We like this, lots of snow, stuff like that. Hey, hello to all the viewers out there, and of course the Birdman Media Network on WMI TV, and then also Sholo TV. Appreciate that, and the listeners out there on the podcast. Lots of you out there still. You can check out the videos and see who the heck's talking here. So I'm going to start off this morning. I've got with me Miss Ashley Cherry, or Mrs. Ashley Cherry, right?
Yes.
So you came to me like a couple weeks ago. I think it was maybe a week ago or stuff, and you were actually talking to my wife, talking about some of the things that you got going on. And you
Yes.
mentioned that you, when you came up here into the area, joined something called a Mom's Club.
Yes.
Okay, tell me
So
about that.
let's talk about Mom's Club. Yes. So Mom's Club is moms offering mom support, and it's in the White Mountains. It is a nationwide club.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it is.
I didn't know that. I thought
Yes.
they were sort of like ad hoc kind of. It's actually organized.
It's an it's a
Oh.
nonprofit organization. It is nationwide, and we do have a chapter here in the White Mountains.
Cool.
So there's a Facebook page. You can check it out. So I found out about them through Facebook when I first moved into the Pinetop area because I didn't know too many people. And it's been great. They've been one of my biggest supporters, and they're and not just in the business, but also as a person. They've supported me.
So I can make assumptions here about what a mom's club is.
Yes.
But tell me, what is it for you? What does it do?
So they do events that they get together to do, like Mom's Night Out, Mom's Day Out. So it's support for it's meant to be for moms, to support moms and
Get you out of the house.
Yeah.
Away from the kids.
Yeah, and have time.
Yeah, that can be kind of crazy, can't it?
Me time. It is. So they do that once a month, and then also they do events throughout the month. They're very inclusive, so they try to do different things to reach different age groups. My kids are school age, so but they also have groups where they do play days in the morning at parks, and they just do all kinds of different events all month long. So there's always something going on.
Okay, so being part of this, you sort of wanted to give back a little bit, and
Yes.
you got into photography and been into photography up here for quite some time.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
So you thought, hey, let's do something with photography, right?
Yeah, so they approached me last month about an idea to do Santa pictures, and I just kind of felt it in my heart. Like I just, your intuition, I just was like, they've given me support so much, and it's time for me to give back a little bit. And so I, of course, jumped on the opportunity, was grateful to do this, and the way it grew into what we're about to talk about, it's magical. It's really what community is about.
Okay. So you said, I remember you told me that, they was talking about just you doing it, trying to set up in a studio, and then all of a sudden more and more people wanted to do it.
Right.
As soon as they found out Santa's involved. That sort of escalates everything, doesn't it?
It just grew. Yeah. So
and then, but you wanted to tie, I want to make sure we tie the charity part of it here.
Gotcha.
You decided that not just for you wanted to sort of give back, right?
Right.
Okay.
So another thing, and this ties into Mom's Club as well. It ties in all kinds of different community, really. So our Mom's Club, we were just featured in, I believe, the White Mountain Independent, because we do a annual rummage sale.
Oh, cool.
And to support, this year it supported, I believe it was just the Safe House, but it could have done Love Kitchen too. You'll have to check the facts. I'm not on the board.
Right,
I'm just a club member. But I know for sure it benefited the Safe House. And I believe they raised over $500 through their rummage sale. So they do a lot of community service projects too. So that's another little plug for our Moms Club. They do community service work as well as just offering support to moms that are in the club.
Nice. So, okay. So you decided that to instead of in lieu of pay, that you wanted to have them donate to the Love Kitchen. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
So the Pinetop Love Kitchen, you probably saw that they had an amazing Thanksgiving. They are low on supplies now for food. But I also was informed that they're looking for other than non-perishable items, they're also looking for like paper items, so like toilet paper, printer paper, office supplies, and then paper towels.
Okay.
So I thought this would be a great way to include them and the Mom's Club. Talk with my hands.
Got your sunrise. You got sunrise air ambulance happening over here. Cool.
So yeah, it was a great way to just combine everything and get them get them some donations.
Very good.
Yeah, so the donation will buy your picture with yours truly, with Light and Pine Photography. And the way it grew too is, so I have a small little home-based studio.
Right. Yeah, and that was going to be problematic because first of all, well, I mean, when it's home-based studio, getting one person to come over for a photo shoot or something like that is one thing, but inviting like, I don't know, 50, 60 people over to your
I
home,
honestly did not think it was going to grow this big.
right,
I
gets kind of
didn't.
like,
It grew, and so this is the magic of community, and this is what I was so touched by. It got me into the Christmas spirit because it grew, so it just everything fell into place so well with the community, and it's because of all the small business
right,
coming together.
right.
So, what ended up happening, I was going to have it in my small little home based studio, and I was watching the numbers grow of who were interested to come,
hmm
and that's awesome. I was really excited for the Love Kitchen because I was like, this is going to be great. We're going to
Awesome.
we're going to help bring in all kinds of different donations for them. So, when I was watching it grow, though. Not gonna lie, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
Back
And
of your head, low anxiety building, maybe?
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
Because I was like,
yeah,
I
like
didn't.
restrooms, like, yeah,
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 the logistics of things.
right.
Yes, exactly. And so, I had thrown it out there that I wanted a more, authentic experience with the Santa. And
Traditional Santa. I mean, yeah, good,
yes,
good Santa. You know,
right,
We know Santa uses helpers,
right.
and some of them are the higher quality, and some of them are, not there so much, But yeah,
And so, I got in connection with Santa's White Mountain Adventure.
yeah,
And they were willing and to bring the Moms Club on and Light and Pine Photography and everybody on to come in and do the event at the toy factory across the street from the post
wow,
office.
pretty cool.
And I just want to put a little plug that I got to see like a sneak peek of the actual factory.
Right,
And this is going to be an amazing experience to
very
have
cool,
on the mountain. Yeah. Because
awesome.
I've personally taken my family to like the Polar Express, and I love that.
hmm
And then I've done the North Pole experience when my kids were really young. And for the amount of money you pay for like Flagstaff's North Pole experience, you don't get any souvenirs. You
Right,
have to pay for
right.
everything extra. And like, so she kind of gave me a little tour and sneak peek, and I was very impressed. Like for it being their first year, all their decorations and all the little, the souvenirs that you get to keep, all the different businesses that are involved that do little stops that you go to and
Nice.
hands-on activities for the kids. I mean, it's going to be magical. And in fact, it talked me into getting tickets for my own family.
Very good.
So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about how to get to is this open and available for people to get the photo shoot? They just need to make a donation. What do they need to bring and how do they do it?
Okay, so what they bring, any non-perishable food item, canned item, box item, and then also, like I said, you can bring so it's one photo per donation.
Okay.
So they're also looking for office supplies, like I'd mentioned, toilet paper, printer paper, paper products, paper towels. And so you just bring in your donation, and that'll buy you a photo with me with Light and Pine Photography. It also buys you Arizona Mountain Coffee.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
That was another magical thing that, I mean, it's just been awesome. Like I said, small business community, it's been great. So they got on board to provide hot cocoa and cookies for this
Awesome.
event.
Good
So
job.
there will be that. There's going to, I mean, like I said, I got to see the space that we're going to be in. There's the lights and just the atmosphere of it, music
Is it
playing,
a certain
Christmas
time?
music.
So is it
Oh,
just a certain time or is it a
yes.
reservation or how does
No,
that work?
no.
Okay, good.
There is no appointments necessary. You show up. It's from 4 to 6 at the Toy Factory, right across the street from the post office of Lakeside. On December 10th,
December
from
10th.
4 to 6.
4 to 6. Awesome.
Did we cover everything?
I think we covered
Okay,
everything. Good.
awesome.
We got all the W's, as they say.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay, so that date is December 10th again,
Monday.
right?
Yeah, Monday, December 10th,
4 to
4 to
6.
6.
Go
Next
down
week.
there, bring a donation. Yeah, next week, next Monday.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank
It's
you
really
for having
cool.
us, me on.
Great adventure. Good to see things happening up here that don't require snow. And thank you, Ashley, for your time. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, hanging out a little different angle, and we've got a couple of guests that have come in. We're going to talk about ballet in the White Mountains, aren't we?
Right.
I've got with me,
Love
of
it.
course, Linda Bohn and Joseph Swovick.
Correct.
I got it right, didn't I?
You sure did.
Yay! Cool. So, obviously, we know of the Ballet White Mountains. What's happening? You've got a big Christmas event, don't you, coming up? or
Yeah, we
holiday
do.
event or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we've got a Christmas program happening this Saturday, December 8th at 3 p.m. over in Snowflake at
Over
the
in Snowflake.
high
Okay,
school auditorium.
cool. And I've not been to that auditorium, I gotta admit. How is it compared to the other ones? Is it the same size, bigger, or smaller?
It's sort of it seats over 800.
Oh wow.
It's a nice theater because it has a nice slant in it
Mm-hmm.
to give you anybody sitting anywhere in the audience can have a nice view to the stage. And we've had great cooperation with help. Uh, we're going to be laying a floor down. In fact, we
Oh wow.
just decided that this morning, which is going to be adventurous.
Yeah.
So Friday morning, we are moving a floor from the studio over to the stage to make it possible that, especially a point dancer, the Sugar Plum Fairy, can do her performance.
There you go. So what can people expect to see at this? This is obviously, it's called Celebrate Christmas on the Mountain. So I see you've got Nutcracker and then the Nativity story as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
tell us a little bit about the program.
Okay. Well, we open it with The Grinch in Arizona.
Oh,
So the fun show with that. We follow it with a tap number. We have a couple of kids that are just terrific at tap. Then Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker. And then we will do these. Well, actually, we've got a treat because Joseph is going to be dancing. I'll let him tell him about that.
okay. Joseph,
Well,
you can dance.
there's a cool group called Pentanux, and they have a piece called The Little Drummer Boy. So just putting together some neat movement with that piece, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
It's got a great beat.
Yeah, it
So,
doesn't now.
yeah. So
Cool.
then we finish the first act with the snowflake scene from the Nutcracker. And it's like a small ballet within the ballet.
Very
So
cool. And then the Nativity comes towards the end, or
second act
second act. Okay.
is all of the nativity scene from the angel Gabriel coming to the wise men arriving.
And that's really exciting is our musical theater is growing.
Uh-huh.
Our participation, we're excited. We actually have parents involved also that are going to be performing with the nativity scene. So with that, I think it's going to be really a nice culmination of different aspects, not just necessarily one thing. And that's what people I think have enjoyed about our program. It's multifaceted.
Very good. Awesome. And then cost is $5, right?
$5, right?
Pretty darn inexpensive.
We put that price because we wanted to see as many young families with children come to this and celebrate Christmas with us.
As well as seniors also, and just making it so affordable that there's, it ends up allowing people to enjoy a really nice program for not that much, and also even the time makes it easy for people. For our seniors coming out, it'll be still light by the time we start and finish,
so
good. They don't have to worry about that driving part.
And then can you get tickets online, or is it purchased there?
You can get tickets online. All the chambers, that means Pinetop, Sholo, and Snowflake, all three of them have tickets for you to purchase, plus at the door.
And at the door. Yeah. Okay.
By the way, going back to what Joseph commented, for seniors and so on, I think a lot of people want to know how long is it, thinking, how long would their child have to sit for a program. We're going to be under an hour and a half, probably about an hour and 15 minutes.
Is that total, or?
That's total.
Okay, so actually there's a break in the middle of that, so 45 minutes maybe, or?
Well, it'll be, you've got probably still about an hour 15 minutes to an hour and a half.
Okay.
So I've had couples come up to me and they say, I couldn't believe my 3-year-old was so mesmerized with your program. And that's before, so families do turn out for it. It'll be extra special for your Christmas.
Very good. Awesome. Anything else you want to tell them? So make sure you're visiting Ballet White Mountains, balletwhitemountains.com. That's the easiest way to do it. We'll put the link down below, and to get your tickets, get your tickets at one of the chambers of commerce, or.
And then what is the website? It's how do you spell it?
Well, just go to balletwhitemountains.com.
Right.
And then right there you can
there's a link on there to go to it. Yeah,
purchase
we can put
tickets.
that link as well, direct link to get to the tickets. It's pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Joseph and
Thank you.
Linda. You guys have a great day.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
as well.
Hey, that's it for this week's Community Shout. I'm Birdman here for Birdman on the Mountain. Thanks to all the viewers on Birdman Media, to the viewers on WMI TV, and also Sholo TV. Appreciate all of you and the podcast listeners as well. Just want to remind you, if you've got an event that you want to shout out, you can come in here on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. and shout it out. There's only a couple Tuesdays a year when I'm not here that I'll reschedule. It's easy to find out. That's coming up in January is going to be one of them. So just pay attention like the third week in January. Otherwise, hey, first week of December, we've got snow. It's cold. We're having fun. Go out and be good to each other. And remember to support the small businesses. Check out all the businesses here on Birdman Media. You can check out birdman.media to see all the sponsors of the show. I want to thank everyone and remind you that it's only so many more elf-threatening days until Santa Claus gets here. I'm Birdman. If I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.